beautiful people? It's your girl Yana, and I'm back today with yet another video. And you already know, today we're gonna be taking a look at some really wild footage from all over the internet. So if you're ready, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Instagram user Isis the God Is has been gaining attention for her series of videos demonstrating what she claims to be the ability to manipulate wind and energy through chi. Known for her poetic and spiritual posts, Isis's content has sparked intrigue, with some followers dubbing her a modern-day airbender.
I do not know how to break this to you, but babe, you are not an airbender. I just feel like that is such an insane claim to make, that you can quite literally manipulate wind. I do not think so.
Trees sway violently and objects move as if responding directly to her gestures. Watch what she appears to do in this clip.
I feel like what she does is she just gets a camera and waits for a gust of wind to come and then quickly presses record and makes it look like she's the one causing it. I'm sorry, I just like genuinely cannot believe that somebody can manipulate water and air. It seems a little bit crazy.
She attributes these phenomena to her mastery of chi, a concept rooted in Eastern traditions that refers to life force energy. Here's another example here.
Hey, remember what I said? There it is.
In one of her captions, Isis claims to recall past lives as an oracle and airbender. She describes a deep connection to nature, even recounting sensations of flying and controlling the air. While some viewers are awestruck, others remain skeptical, pointing out that wind manipulation could be coincidental or enhanced through clever editing. Still, the conversation has fueled curiosity about the possibilities of chi and its connection to natural forces.
Definitely let me know in the comments if you guys think this girl could potentially genuinely have superpowers, or is this just some really, really good editing?
With UFO and UAP sightings on the rise and a wild wave of drone activity over the eastern United States, public fascination with the unknown seems to be at an all-time high. Amid this frenzy, podcast host Joe Rogan added fuel to the fire by sharing a curious UFO clip that's left viewers debating its origin. Take a look.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it on the camera. It's like a dome.
That's a UFO.
Quiet. What the?
As they discuss the strange sight, this suddenly happens.
Look how the light's going off in two sides though.
Look, it's moving. Look at the lights are moving around it. What the? Yeah. It's hovering.
Oh my god, I see that.
Look, it's going up. It's taking off.
Okay, I will say this is like some of the most intriguing / convincing UFO footage that I personally have seen to date, because that is 100% not an airplane. It also really doesn't look like helicopters, drones, or anything that I've ever seen. Not to mention, it literally out of absolutely nowhere catapulted itself right into space. Like, what the hell is going on with that? I have absolutely zero explanation for what this could be other than a freaking UFO.
In his post, Rogan commented, "I don't know what this is, but I want to believe," echoing sentiments of many who are captivated by the possibility of extraterrestrial life. His post quickly gained traction, sparking a wave of speculation in the comments. Among the theories circulating online, one of the most prominent is the suggestion that this sighting could be linked to Project Bluebeam. This controversial conspiracy theory alleges that governments might use advanced holographic technology to simulate alien invasions or religious events for mass manipulation. While widely dismissed by experts, the theory remains a popular explanation for unexplained aerial phenomena among certain groups.
We definitely have no way of knowing if it is some sort of government testing, because one thing about the government is they keep their stuff on lock. If they don't want us knowing what they're doing, we are not gonna know. And I really don't think we're ever gonna get answers to some of these questions. Could it be the government? Could it be aliens? Who the hell knows?
As UFO sightings and mysterious aerial phenomena continue to dominate headlines, the call for transparency and potential disclosure grows louder. Whether this clip represents advanced technology, extraterrestrial visitors, or something else entirely, it has undeniably added to the growing intrigue surrounding the skies above.
It's really hard not to be intrigued when you see something like that, especially when lately it's been happening a lot more often. We have been seeing a whole lot more UFO sightings lately, so could it be possible that they're really out here trying to make contact? Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me.
Instagram user Ghost Inspector Greg has shared an eerie audio recording of airline pilots reporting strange lights in the sky during a flight from Louisville, Kentucky to Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. The audio, captured during communication with airbase control, details a peculiar sighting that's left many puzzled.
Paranormal 3413, got a question? Go ahead. If the river's MOA is hot, you got anybody mess around over there?
It is cold. Well, I was curious why you asked.
It's gonna sound a little weird, but we keep asking about the MOAs we keep passing, because we're following these two kind of lights that are up above us that are kind of jogging back and forth left and right for the past like half hour.
We know how heavily monitored every single aircraft in the sky is. It looks like these pilots noticed these bizarre two lights flying above and in front of them. It's interesting how they say two lights and not any sort of aircraft or drone or anything like that. You can even hear it in their voice that they're like, what is going on here?
The pilots mentioned following two lights above them moving erratically left and right for over half an hour. They inquire about military operations in the area or MOAs, but the airbase control confirms no such activity and no radar detection of the objects. The pilots note that they've been observing the lights for over an hour.
Yeah, 1757, we've been watching them for about an hour or two in the northwest skies. They were really weak as well. Oh. Way up high? Split positions. They actually moved. It's the first time I've seen them change relative position.
Those lights do look really weird. Definitely does not look like a plane whatsoever. And the fact that multiple pilots saw it, I really highly doubt a bunch of them would just make this up. Clearly they're seeing something bizarre up there. What it is, again, I don't know if we'll ever know.
When asked about their altitude, the pilots estimate the lights to be about 100 miles out in space.
Sorry, Block, you say they're close in to you or they're up high? Oh, I'd put them about 100 miles out in space. Gotcha. Agreed.
The lights described as hovering and shifting positions has sparked theories ranging from advanced drones to extraterrestrial activity. The pilot's estimation of the lights being 100 miles out in space has intrigued UFO enthusiasts, adding to the ongoing discussions about unexplained aerial phenomena. This incident joins a growing number of similar sightings reported by pilots and aviation personnel worldwide. Despite advancements in technology, many of these events remain unexplained.
It's becoming really common for these types of reports to come in from pilots. Lots of weird lights in the sky these days. It literally could just be some sort of like government drone or NASA working on something up in space. However, if that's the case and you see so many people freaking out about it, why not just come out and say, listen guys, we're doing some sort of testing. You might see some crazy stuff up in the sky. Don't be alarmed, it's just us. I feel like that would be really nice of them to do. Give us a little bit of a warning.
A mysterious thick fog has blanketed parts of the United States, leaving residents puzzled and uneasy. Accompanied by a burning chemical smell, this phenomenon has triggered a wave of speculation and health concerns. Reports of respiratory symptoms, feverish feelings, and irritation have emerged, with many questioning the fog's origin and potential dangers. This eerie event follows the December drone saga in New Jersey, which fueled conspiracy theories about potential disasters. The strange fog has now added another layer of mystery, with videos circulating on social media showing white particles swirling and falling amid the dense haze.
Initially, it sounded like it was just a really thick fog. However, it sounds like it's giving people breathing problems, which is absolutely not normal and makes you wonder what the hell kind of chemicals are in the fog that people are breathing in. Those white particles do not look like fog. I live in Canada. We have a lot of very foggy days here, and no matter how thick the fog is, it does not look like white particles just floating through the air. So I really do not know what that could be other than some sort of like chemical or substance, and that is really concerning.
States under fog alert include Texas, Wisconsin, Iowa, Florida, Minnesota, Virginia, Maryland, West Virginia, Nebraska, Kansas, North Dakota, and Oklahoma. Some have drawn parallels to a similar event last year when a dense fog affected over 70 million people. Social media platforms have become a hub for theories and footage of the fog. Instagrammer Gubba Homestead shared her thoughts linking the phenomena to larger conspiracies.
And some people who have been exposed to the fog are falling ill with the same illness of inflamed sinuses, can't sleep, loss of appetite, and people think this is just a normal cold and flu and has nothing to do with this abnormal fog.
It could be pollution, like really badly polluted fog. For example, if you've ever been to LA and you climb up high enough on a mountain and just look over the city of LA, it will be completely covered in this thick cloud of pollution. And unfortunately, everyone there is just breathing that in the entire time.
While TikTok user The Mirror 2023 uploaded haunting videos of the fog enveloping their surroundings.
Another thing that makes fog so scary is you can't really see too far ahead of you. As you're like driving and walking, you can't really see where you're going, and that's really scary. It definitely makes you feel like you're in a horror movie.
Interestingly, similar accounts have surfaced in parts of the UK and Canada, fueling theories of a global issue. While official explanations remain elusive, concerned citizens and online communities are left to speculate whether this could be tied to environmental factors, a chemical event, or something more ominous. As the fog lingers, questions remain. What's causing this mysterious phenomenon, and could it be linked to recent drone sightings or other unexplained events? For now, the truth remains shrouded in the mist.
I feel like it's most likely an environmental thing, like really heavy pollution, which I wouldn't be surprised because we are polluting the heck out of this planet.
A haunting image taken at Lake Auburn, Maine in 2020 has reignited debates about the paranormal. The photograph, captured by Stephanie Renaud, features her boyfriend, Christopher Lafasseur, and their daughter sitting on a bench at the north end of the lake. While the family claims they were alone at the time, a faint image of a woman's face appears in the top left corner of the photo.
Oh my god, that is so freaking scary. I would literally have a panic attack, especially because it kind of looks like she's looking straight into the camera. That is terrifying.
What makes the image particularly eerie is its striking resemblance to Jessica Gallant, a young woman whose body was recovered from a nearby pond back in 2018. Upon seeing the photo, Jennifer Gallant, Jessica's mother, confirmed the similarity to her daughter, further adding to the mystery. The photo, originally shared on Facebook on September 7, 2020, quickly gained attention. In the comments, Stephanie Renaud and Christopher appeared sincere in their claims, maintaining that no one else was present during the photo's capture. They later exchanged messages with Jennifer Gallant, who expressed her belief that the image bore an uncanny resemblance to Jessica. Whether the face in the photo was a spectral presence or a coincidence, it's a chilling reminder of Jessica Gallant's life and untimely passing.
That's actually a really sad story. Even the girl's mom is saying that there's definitely a resemblance to her daughter, which is really eerie. You guys, I don't know why this one is really scaring me. Just because I have the picture pulled up on my computer and she is fully staring into the lens. Okay, time to get this off my screen.
In August 1974, John Lennon, the legendary member of the Beatles, reported an extraordinary encounter with a UFO while in New York City.
Over here, up there, I saw a UFO, and it went down the river, turned right at the United Nations, turned left, and then down the river.
The incident occurred during a tumultuous period in Lennon's life, often referred to as his lost weekend, when he was separated from Yoko Ono and living with May Pang. Lennon described seeing a round object with a dark or grey centre surrounded by blinking white lights.
Silent, and it looked dark, like black or grey in the middle, and had white lights, just looked like light bulbs, you know? Just going off, on, blink, 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 blink. Around the bottom, and on top was a red light.
I myself never would have guessed that John Lennon had ever seen a UFO. I mean, he seems pretty convinced of what he saw. He remembers what it looked like down to the details.
The object reportedly flew past his apartment window on a warm summer evening, close enough that Lennon felt like he could have thrown something at it.
It wasn't a helicopter, it wasn't a balloon, and it was so near.
And it looked what, sort of round, white, luminescent?
Despite its proximity, the object was completely silent, a detail Lennon found particularly striking given the audible sounds of the traffic below. Attempting to document the sighting, Lennon used 2 different cameras to take photos of the UFO, but none of the images developed successfully. He also contacted the local police, who reportedly confirmed receiving similar calls about unusual lights in the sky that very evening.
Okay, so multiple people saw the very same thing he saw. And not only that, but when he went to take pictures of it, none of the pictures developed. And it makes you wonder, why did the pictures not develop? Is it because maybe the technology of the UFO was interfering with the signals of the camera? Because that's kind of scary.
The experience left a lasting impression on Lennon, who mentioned it in the liner notes of his album Walls and Bridges. The note commemorates the sighting and marks it as occurring on August 23, 1974 at 9 p.m. While skeptics point to Lennon's lifestyle during that period, he insisted he was sober at the time of the event. The sighting continues to intrigue UFO enthusiasts and Beatles fans alike, adding another layer of mystery to Lennon's fascinating life.
Regardless what people want to believe, he was not the only person to see it. And it's like, in these types of situations, it's hard to believe that everybody would collectively just make up a lie like that. I guess it is possible, but it seems really, really unlikely. And I mean, clearly it had a big enough impact on him to even mention it later on in his album.
Sticking with John Lennon, in a strange twist, TikTok user Paolo TikTok has brought attention to a new piece of footage that's left social media buzzing. The clip shows Paul McCartney leaving a hotel, but it's the background that has captivated viewers. Take a look. An older gentleman bearing an uncanny resemblance to what John Lennon might look like today can be seen walking in the distance. The sighting has sparked a frenzy of conspiracy theories, with some suggesting the possibility that Lennon faked his death and has been living in secret.
If he faked his death and was living in secret, why would he blatantly walk out in front of a bunch of people and paparazzi? That doesn't really make any sense. Honestly, you guys, I really don't even think this guy looks that much like John Lennon. Sure, he has a little bit of a resemblance, but it's not anything crazy. I think this one's a little bit of a stretch.
This isn't the first time fans have speculated about Lennon's posthumous appearances. From alleged sightings to mysterious audio recordings, the legend of John Lennon seems to transcend time and space. Could this be a case of mistaken identity, or is there something more to the story here?
He definitely does look a little bit like him. Nothing crazy. I definitely think it's a little bit of a stretch. However, I do see why some people would take it and run with the whole he faked his death thing. I feel like there's a lot of celebrities that people say that about. I'm sure it's possible that at least one person actually has faked their death. However, I'm not sure if this is the case right here. But alright, you guys, we finally made it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. Definitely let me know in the comments which one of these clips you enjoyed the most. That one image where the girl is caught in the corner, absolutely terrifying. That happened to me. I would be so freaking scared. At that point, I think I would just throw the entire camera away. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.